and welcome along to the Sports Express Show. In a brand new year, we're going to catch up now on some football news as far as the English Premier League is concerned. So we had a jam-packed fixture list from the festive season, brother man.
Yeah.
December, January, we've been treated. It's been a while since we've talked about English football.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah,
and it's been happening. It's been happening everywhere, all over the table, fixtures galore. I think it's only fair that we start at the top of the table to just get Liverpool out the way and not give you any more heartaches, brother.
Let's look at you, you bastard.
What do we even say about Liverpool at this point? Is there anything left to say?
I think all the superlatives have been said. Like I've said last season, when you're like, no. I said, congratulations, you've won the league. Now, honestly, you can admit.
Funny enough, I was speaking to another Manchester United fan on social media, and he was telling me about his dream of Liverpool bottling it again. And I was like, okay, I was humoring him. So I was like, let's put it into perspective. Let's give you a mathematical look of what it could possibly be, right? With all due respect to Leicester City, I don't think they're going to finish second in the league this season. I think Manchester City are going to finish second, right? So? I think so. Okay. That's my opinion, of course. But if City were to win the league again this season, they would have to win all their remaining games, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, of course.
They'll end up with 98 points, which is the same number of points they got last season, right?
Yeah.
And that would mean Liverpool would have to drop 15 points. That would mean we'd have to lose 5 games.
It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
And we haven't lost a Premier League match in over 12 months now, so.
It's just not gonna happen, that's what I'm saying. So all the superlatives have been said. Liverpool have won the league, whether you like it or not. They've been the outstanding team, whether you like it or not. You guys have just been performing, and every department of yours has been solid. And like you said, you've gone 12 months, a whole year being unbeaten. And on top of that, you actually might possibly be the invincibles with Arsenal.
I was going to ask you about that. Do you think it's possible?
It's highly possible.
Because
it's highly possible. And I'll tell you what convinced me it's possible. When you guys had won the Club World Cup, and your first game back, I think, was against Leicester.
Yeah, and then 4-0
away at Leicester. That's where I thought I would have seen some cracks.
Yeah.
But you just blasted Leicester out of the park 4-0 away. Son, you clapped
the second best team in the league.
Son, you clapped Leicester away 4-0. I was like, no ways.
Dad.
These are the invincibles.
Dad. So,
and I'll be there's a part of me, there's an African part of me that will be happy when you guys achieve that.
Yeah.
But obviously, in terms of teams, like, oh no. But from something above that, from an African point of view, I actually wish you guys actually do it.
Invincible.
Yeah. Because there's it's not just Africans who are French players in the Liverpool team.
Yeah.
They're actually starters and they're an integral part of the team.
Like important cogs of the team.
Exactly. So what are you going to do without Salah?
What are you going to do without Mane?
That's what I'm saying. So it's one of those things where, yes, I right now, it's a foregone conclusion. Liverpool have won. That's it. But now it's that invincible status.
Yeah.
Or can they do it? I feel they can, and a part of me actually wishes they do.
Tottenham this weekend, away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Do
you see anything?
No.
Tottenham have been terrible this season, guys.
No, they have, and
even under Jose Mourinho as well, they're looking to be going backwards as well.
Look, there was a headline, I think, on one of these high publications. I think Sky Sports. They're like, "Is the honeymoon over with Jose?" I do think it's over.
It does look like it.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah. But at the same time, he picked up a poor team. He tried to do his magic. Yeah. It did rub off a bit. Now it's going back to where they were.
It's still not his team,
Yeah, it's still not his team. So I don't think we can be overly critical of Jose just yet. But because we are who we are, obviously we're going to poke fun at him. But realistically speaking, he doesn't deserve it. Let's see next season what he does, because I think that's when he's just biding his time, doing what he can with a very poor team. Not poor in terms of quality, but they just poor in terms of everything else.
And the funny thing is that it's a Jose Mourinho team and they can't defend. When have you heard such a thing?
Exactly. So it's just, you can see there's a DNA within Tottenham. It's like we've been saying all the time, it's a Tottenham doing a Tottenham. So they shooting themselves in the foot, and I think Jose Mourinho just needs this window to get the players, the recruitments that he needs to actually have a formidable team to take them forward.
Manchester City, same story as well. They've been winning lately, but dropping points at crucial points of the season. So for them, it's just a question of, are they allowing Liverpool? Are they going to give Liverpool a bit of a fight going forward, or they're just going to?
It's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
I think Guardiola can probably see that it's done.
No, he can. You can sense that he sees it's over, but because these are elite athletes, these are elite managers. You obviously cannot say it is over. Yeah. But let's be honest, you can see it that no.
He won't say it though.
He'll never say it. Rightfully so. He should never say it. He should never say it. But you can see that you can see that no, he knows that it's over.
Yeah.
They've dropped points at critical moments, and remember, it's City versus Liverpool. Yeah. So if you're losing and Liverpool are blasting every team in the league away, then you're not gonna win. It's just simple. You're just not gonna win. So it's just one of those things.
So pretty much the top three has been confirmed: Liverpool, Leicester, Manchester City. So who finishes in the top four? Because you still have Chelsea there, you still have Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham in the mix. That's only one spot. That's crazy.
That's a tough
Chelsea
question.
are currently fourth right now.
I don't think they'll stay there. I think, out of the teams that you've mentioned, I don't think they'll stay at number 4.
It's not like Arsenal are winning or anything.
But
it's not like you guys are picking up any major points.
But you know what? I genuinely feel Chelsea are not going to be fourth.
Then who replaces Chelsea at fourth if it's not going to be Chelsea? Tell me who finishes fourth, because I'm trying to paint a picture here.
I don't know.
If it's not Chelsea,
most likely. Most likely. We have the most likely.
You still have Phil Jones in your defense.
No, look, I was actually shocked myself. No, look, I do feel that we can finish fourth. No, in fact, it's a realistic expectation. I feel that we can finish fourth. I feel that against the top 6, we've been able to front. It's just that we're doing a Liverpool when Liverpool were not winning. Against the top 6, Liverpool blast them away. Against mediocre teams, Liverpool would lose. That's what's happening with us. If we can tighten up that, we can finish fourth. I definitely feel that Chelsea will not finish fourth. I feel, in fact,
against the idea of Chelsea finishing.
No, not at all. In fact, I would love them to finish fourth. I mean, they're the lighties. They're playing entertaining football. I've got nothing against Chelsea at all. A young manager, you know, they're playing entertaining football, the football that we love watching. But I just don't feel they have the mentality to actually grind out, you know, certain wins to get them to fourth. I mean, to beat Tottenham and then lose against Southampton. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense, especially because you beat Tottenham at the Tottenham Stadium or whatever you bloody call that bloody stadium. They beat them there, and then they're gonna look. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's just one of those things where they're inconsistent. It shows that they lack the experience. Yes, there's players with experience there, but the dominant players in there are youngsters, and they're still naive, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing. I just don't feel they can finish.
Let me throw in something crazy for you. Sheffield United and Wolves.
Surprise packages, but
surprise packages. You can't not regard them as top 4 contenders because they've been consistently in the top 6 this season.
Look, I think it's much better to pick those 2 than to pick the other 3. Like the way it's going right now, because they've been consistent, they've been dullering, they've been playing teams without any fear. Especially Sheffield, because at least we knew about Wolves. Wolves have been dullering the top 6.
They have been.
So
they started the season badly.
They did start wobbling, but now they've got it back again. You get what I'm saying? Well, Sheffield, we didn't know, so they came and they dullering.
I mean, a newly promoted side,
exactly,
in the top 6,
and they kept the manager, which is a surprising thing, because usually they'll keep the manager for a few months and then cut the manager, but he's been having exceptional results.
Leeds mentality, my guy.
Exactly. So I feel, in fact, let's flip it on this head. It's not gonna be Chelsea, it's not gonna be Tottenham, it might be United.
So
but
between the two, who do you say? Sheffield or Wolves?
Wolves.
Possibly Wolves.
Purely based on the fact that they've been in the Premier League longer than Sheffield. So they will know how to grind it out and they will know how to get there. That's all I have to say. It's been a cracker this festive season, and it's gonna be a cracker from number 2 down. We already know who number 1 is. Now everybody's looking for those Champions League spots, and we'll see how it goes. But to be honest with you, 2 and 3 are already sorted out.
So we already know.
When it comes to the top half, everybody's gunning for that number 4th spot. Everybody else down, fighting to get out of relegation. So
we already know that a lot of big teams are going to be playing Europa League football next season again.
Yeah.
So that's that.
It's jam-packed, brother. It's jam-packed, and you know what? We love it. All the merry for us.
Yeah.
So we can't.
Before we wrap it up, massive news. Kaizer Chiefs are celebrating their 50th anniversary in existence.
Bloody years.
50 years. 1970.
Congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, that's a monumental feat. Quite surprised that they're still a baby, if I can say that.
Half a century.
In terms of years compared to other teams, but they by no means a baby in terms of the stature of the club. So congratulations to them, and may that long continue, and may they have successful years as they go on.
Also celebrated with a 3-0 victory last night.
Yeah, so they put the cherry on the cake.
Yeah.
As you saw, they were cutting the cake before the game, so they sealed it with the victory, and congratulations to them. Guys, thank you again for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.